And show you guys how the steam press works. Yay! We're going to just do 2 small chunks. Try to get a reasonable size so that you can feel the weight of the fabric and see how it responds to the fusing. Okay, let's move this to the side. We're gonna use some offcuts. So this is very heavy. If you can even see how it's draping. This is a weft fusing. It's got a nice soft fluffy feel to the touch. That's to give the fabric a nice bouncy soft touch on the outside to not make it stiff. This one is a lighter weight one. You can even see how a bit more transparent it is. This one's got a nice supple touch as well. It's lighter. Yeah, I think between this one and the heavier one, we will try these ones out first. I feel like I might be leaning towards this heavier weft suiting one. Find the wrong side, which is this, you see? That's the right side, the shinier part, and the wrong side is the more dull side. Okay, now do the edges. Okay, no, wait, don't do the edges. Remember, the edges, wait, don't do the edges. You see the overlap of this fusing? I'm teaching my mother, she's my apprentice. And she's so camera shy. She was about to fuse the fusing onto the ironing board instead of onto the fabric. When she cut the fusing, it's overlapping the fabric. That's going to be a problem when she presses the edges of the fusing onto the fabric. The excess is going to glue onto the ironing board. You don't ever want that to happen, okay? You don't ever want to put glue on your ironing board, otherwise you're going to have to get a new ironing board cover, right? So be careful. Always make sure your interfacing is cut a little bit smaller than the actual fabric piece so that the fusing stays on the inside. Most people will even go as far as cutting the seam allowance completely off the fusing so that the piece is within the seam allowance of the pattern. I like to fuse the whole part because sometimes what happens, depending on the fabric, the pieces shrink. That's why it's always a good idea to either pre-wash your fabric, or if you don't want to pre-wash your fabric, then you cut blocks of fabric and fuse the entire block so that that block shrinks, and then you can cut out your pattern pieces. You have to be aware of that when you're working with fusing, okay? Alright, now we're just going to trim the excess off, okay? Try not to cut the ironing board cover as well, because that's not going to be good either. Ideally, it's better if you can just ensure that the pieces are smaller at the cutting table. When you're working with fusing, the glue tends to rub off like sprinkles. You don't want to be in such a rush to do the job that you forget to clean and to dust off your ironing board as well. When we are fusing pieces, we always use steam at first because that will help melt the glue. Now we can see the fabric and the interfacing is bonded. I'm actually liking this weight. Feel? How do you like it? Feels good, eh? Yeah. Good. The triacetate was already like a medium body. I use a medium body interfacing. So that's generally the rule. Unless you like the fabric, but the fabric is not the right weight property that you need, then you can go ahead and make it heavier by using a heavier interfacing. That is the rule. This is the second fusing, the one that's normally used for suiting. Let's ask the apprentice which one she thinks is lighter and which one's heavier. Come, apprentice. It's been an exciting journey teaching my mama because she's been such a great support. Just overall, it's just been amazing, and her willingness to learn is just very inspiring, and she shows up. I've just had to learn to be a little bit more patient and realize that everyone starts somewhere, and right now it's the willingness that really counts, and the fact that she's here with me and I'm not alone. It just really makes going through this process of building this business even more worthwhile. Just hold each one in one hand, just like this with your fingertips, right? And just tell me which one you think is heavier. Yay! She got it right! Show them! So I can show you guys how the steam press works. Yay! So the winner is the suiting one, the grayscale one compared to this one. This is very hot. This is where the heat source is coming from. So that's the new calico cover. That's the steam function over here on either side. Those are the lights showing you that the heat is ready and the steam is also ready. Whee! I don't normally use the steam function that much. I always take the stuff first to the iron. That's the dial showing you all the different functions for which fabric you're working with. Nylon, silk, wool, and cotton and linen being for the heaviest. You always place the fusing up to the heat source because you don't want imprints on your fabric. Once you can also use a organza strip to make sure that you're protecting the fabric as well. Because this is a sample, we are not going to do that. Okay, come, just close it. Now that you made sure it's in nicely, you can close it. Don't press the steam button, just close it. The weight of the steam press will do its job. For a few seconds, I normally leave it for a while because I like to make sure that that baby is never going to come undone. Lift it. Woo! Go. So now be aware that this is going to be very hot. Feel? Is it hot? It's hot now. When you're lifting your pieces, it's very hot. You have to use both your hands. You don't want to ever cause your fabric to stretch. And now we can put the next one. And you see, you have to be careful with the residue. Close it. Don't press the button. Steam button. You have to be careful. Whee! Look at that. That is bonded. It's really worth the investment because if you're using just an iron and you have to use the weight of your hands, oh, that's so sore for the shoulders and for your arms, and it takes a long time. So steam press is the way to go, people. Invest in the right equipment. You will be glad for it. Trust me, you'll be so happy. Lift. We remove and we place it down on the surface immediately so that we don't stretch it. Oh, another thing is when you're done with the steam press, please turn it off, okay? And then you leave it open to cool, that it cools down before you close it and store it away, okay? Safety, safety, safety.